Listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you could literally affect your next benefit payment. The clock is ticking, and the Trump SNAP bonus portal is officially closing in just a few hours. Yes, you heard that right. The deadline is tonight, and once EAT Area 15 passes, the system locks automatically. No extensions, no grace period, no 0.21 second chances. Across the country, millions of families, seniors, and veterans are rushing to log in before midnight, trying to secure what's being called the Trump SNAP bonus. And yet, most people still have no idea it even exists. Phones are ringing at local assistance offices. People are standing in lines asking the same question. Is this real? Am I eligible? And the truth is, if you receive SNAP, EBT, or any form of food assistance, this update could be the biggest opportunity you've seen in years. Now, before you think this is another headline scare, take a breath. Because what's happening tonight isn't hype. It's a real government-backed closure of a temporary online enrollment system that thousands have already used to claim additional financial assistance. The deadline has been quietly set for 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, and once it hits, the portal goes offline for verification. So, why is this happening now? And why are so many people suddenly talking about a Trump SNAP bonus when it's not even being covered on major news outlets? That's exactly what we're going to break down tonight. What this program really is, how it started, and most importantly, how to find out if you qualify before time runs out, if you receive food benefits, disability benefits, or veteran support. Keep watching closely, because what you learn in the next few minutes could literally change your monthly budget or cost you hundreds, even thousands, if you miss this deadline. You see, for months, there have been whispers about a special directive, part of an older federal initiative aimed at increasing support for low-income and fixed-income Americans during periods of high inflation. That directive was quietly reactivated earlier this year, reportedly under new budget guidance linked to post-pandemic recovery measures, and now it's being phased out. Tonight, officials have confirmed that this SNAP bonus portal was designed as a verification bridge, allowing recipients to confirm their benefit status, income, and direct deposit or EBT card information for potential one-time or recurring supplemental payments. Those who don't complete a verification before the cutoff risk losing access to that additional payout for the entire fiscal cycle. In plain English, this is your last window. Noon's going to call you to remind you. No letters coming in the mail. If you don't take action before midnight, your opportunity closes. So here's what's at stake. Depending on your eligibility category, you could receive anywhere between $600 and $3,200 in additional food or assistance funds that have already been released for disbursement to verified recipients. And that's not a rumor. It's in the federal disbursement schedule for transitional support payments. Now the question is, how did this start? Why is it ending tonight? And what exactly is behind the name Trump SNAP bonus? We'll break that all down next. The origins of the program, who actually qualifies, and how to protect yourself from fake links that are already spreading online. Because here's the truth. What happens after tonight will surprise you. And if you're watching this right now, you still have time to act, but not much. Now let's uncover what's really happening behind the scenes, because the story of the so-called Trump SNAP bonus isn't as random as it sounds. It actually traces back to a federal initiative that began during the tail end of the pandemic, when millions of families and low-income recipients were struggling with delayed cost of living adjustments, higher rent, and grocery inflation that hit record highs. At the time, the Department of Agriculture, which oversees SNAP, was under intense pressure to modernize its systems and deliver faster relief payments. In late 2020, then President Donald Trump approved a series of budget directives allowing the Treasury Department and USDA coordinate temporary supplemental benefit channels, pilot programs, mostly digital, that could send targeted relief to people already receiving federal food benefits without waiting for a full-scale congressional vote. The first trial of that system quietly went live in several states under what insiders called the SNAP Bonus Verification Pilot, a digital enrollment portal used to confirm existing beneficiaries for additional economic assistance. But here's where things get interesting. After the administration changed, the program didn't vanish. It was reevaluated, paused, and later revived under post-pandemic support measures. In mid-2025, according to internal budget updates, the Treasury Department reactivated portions of that pilot under a short-term funding clause known as the Supplemental Stability Initiative, nicknamed by staff as the Trump-era SNAP bonus due to its original framework and approval stamp. The idea was simple: make sure no eligible American family was left behind in the transition to digital benefit management. But here's the catch: it was only temporary. The online portal was meant to remain open for 60 days to collect eligibility confirmations and direct deposit or EBT updates. After that, it would shut down automatically to prevent fraud, duplicate entries, and non-verified claims. That 60-day clock, it expires tonight. So when you see the phrase Trump Snap bonus portal closing, it's referring to the shutdown of that verification system, not a political ad or rumor, but an actual online platform managing coordination with federal systems for one final enrollment phase. Still, many Americans never even heard about it. Why? Because it wasn't heavily advertised. The government didn't spend millions on TV campaigns or social media ads. Most notifications went out through targeted emails, local assistance offices, and state newsletters. And with how much digital spam floods the internet these days, many people ignored the announcement, assuming it was a scam. Even now, misinformation is everywhere. Fake links, unofficial bonus pages, and clickbait headlines have made it almost impossible for the average person to know what's real. That's why you're hearing about this so late. The real information got buried under noise. The real portal, and this is critical, operates only through the verified federal domain connected to fs.usda.gov and the authorized Treasury subpage. If you received any message or link that doesn't end with gov, delete it immediately. There are scammers copying the real design of the portal, tricking families into entering social security numbers and bank or EBT details. But here's the truth: the genuine SNAP bonus verification site never asks for new bank information. It only cross-checks the data already stored with your benefit file. All you do is log in, confirm your identity, and verify your payment or card routing. It takes less than 5 minutes, but it's the difference between receiving the bonus or missing it completely. ACT Fast snack lovers across 30 states have just days left to claim up to $360 from $694 million overcharging settlement. Compass Group USA Inc., which was doing business as Canteen, is settling a $694 million class action lawsuit to resolve claims that some vending machines it owns were charging customers more than the displayed price of items. The lawsuit alleged customers were charged more than the displayed price when paying with a debit or credit card. The suit further alleged that customers were not warned of an extra charge for paying with a card. The settlement is meant to benefit those who made a purchase from a vending machine operated or owned by the company between 2014 and July 9th, 2025. The class includes those who paid with a debit, credit, or prepaid card that were charged for more than the listed price. A class action lawsuit is a court-approved agreement that resolves a lawsuit on behalf of a larger group, which would be the class. The class is made up of people who suffered an injury or loss from the same defendant. With the settlement, Canteen has not admitted to any wrongdoing and is instead paying money to resolve allegations. The vending machines involved in the alleged case are scattered across 30 states, including Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, California, Colorado, Delaware, and Florida. Other states include Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, and North Carolina. The remaining states are Nebraska, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, Washington, Wisconsin, and West Virginia. The amount of money people will receive from the settlement depends on the number of claimants and funds available. Payments can range between $30 and $360 depending on the number of purchases they made. The deadline to file a claim is November 14th, so those who are eligible only have a few days left to act. Those looking to make a claim do not need to submit proof of purchase, but may be asked for additional information at a later date. Those who bought from a Canteen vending machine between 2014 and July 9th, 2025 can fill out a claim form online at vendingmachinesettlement.com. The final hearing for the case is scheduled for January 9th. Extra Credit 3, energy rebates worth up to $750 you should know about in new wave of November credits. It's going to cost more this winter to heat homes in general as electricity and natural gas costs continue to rise. On average, homeowners nationwide will pay $976 on energy bills, about 7.6% more than last year, according to recent data from the National Energy Assistance Directors Association, NEADA. Those who specifically rely on natural gas for heat in their living space could see an even higher jump of around 8.4%. And for Americans who rely on just electricity, it's about a 10.2% increase. That means budgets for low-income households will be stretched or broken entirely to warm up their homes to comfortable temperatures. Many have trouble paying energy bills every year and are even forced to make trade-offs for groceries or other essentials, but there are several ways to get assistance and avoid those situations. One of the main avenues Americans can take comes via the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, LIHEAP. LIHEAP is a federally funded initiative that assists qualifying households with heating, cooling, and any other utility-related situations. Congress created LIHEAP back in 1981, and each state operates and carries out its own division of it. For example, the Tennessee Housing Development Agency, THDA, and its network that oversees LIHEAP is sending money to struggling residents. Applications for LIHEAP have opened as of November 1st, 2025, and benefits are worth as much as $750 and as little as $174. Distribution amounts will vary based on a household's energy burden. The payments are also not cash, but rather credits made from the LIHEAP agency to an eligible party's utility company. Tennesseans have to submit their applications with a government-issued ID, social security number, proof of income for the past month, and a one-year history of their home energy bills, along with their most recent bill. They must also be at or below 60% of the median income for the state. Georgia is also offering energy credits through its LIHEAP, with money being sent straight to utility companies. For example, the Tennessee Housing Development Agency, THDA, and its network that oversees LIHEAP is sending money to struggling residents. Applications for LIHEAP have opened as of November 1st, 2025, and benefits are worth as much as $750 and as little as $174. Distribution amounts will vary based on a household's energy burden. The payments are also not cash, but rather credits made from the LIHEAP agency to an eligible party's utility company. Tennesseans have to submit their applications with a government-issued ID, social security number, proof of income for the past month, and a one-year history of their home energy bills, along with their most recent bill. They must also be at or below 60% of the median income for the state. Georgia is also offering energy credits through its LIHEAP, with money being sent straight to utility companies. Customers can file a claim through the Michigan Department of Treasury to get the credit, which is automatically applied to bills. Eligible applicants will need to have incomes below 100% of the federal poverty line. The LIHEAP in Michigan is also offering help through the Consumers Affordable Resource for Energy Care program. It helps low-income residents afford utilities by getting them on a 24-month payment plan with a fixed and affordable rate. Past due balances are also paid through the program for customers that make regular payments on a monthly basis. Homeowners must also remain aware of other energy bill credits this month worth around $996. Some funds up to $3,200 toward energy bills could also disappear soon if Americans don't act fast. Thanks to Give 5 beautifully made Thanksgiving decorations hitting Dollar Tree shelves today. The first item is a bunch of 20 pumpkin floral stems to decorate a bouquet, perhaps to place on the table or the fireplace. They come in a variety of autumnal colors like bronze, green, and orange, and sell for $175 for 20. The artificial flowers are made from materials including plastic and polyester and stand at 20 inches. The pumpkins come in the same autumnal colors as the pillows and require 2 8AA batteries to run. They come with a metal finish to create a satisfying look and light up in blue and orange. Each pumpkin is just over 10 inches tall and 11 inches wide, so you can fit multiple on a table. The reviews on the website recommended the pumpkins as aesthetic additions to the dining room. Staying on the table to complete the autumn look, the retailer's collection of tapestry placements comes in a variety of seasonal designs. For $175 each, the designs all feature pumpkins and softly colored leaves in reds, greens, and oranges. The fusion of polyester and cotton protects the table from stains, spillages, and scuff marks. 5. Kitchen towel. Last but not least, when the dishes need doing after the Thanksgiving meal, the Dollar Tree kitchen towels mean you wash up in style. Selling at $1.50 each, the towels come in different styles with white backgrounds. Users can either wash up with a pumpkin patch design or a mushroom one, both decorated in essential fall colors.